Good morning, I'm Paolo del Rosario and welcome to Weather HQ. Today's headlines. PAGASA reports the hottest temperatures across the Philippines, with several regions enduring intense heat despite the Amihan season. The Department of Environment and Natural Resources recently launched the National Plastic Action Partnership Philippines to help tackle the plastic waste problem. We'll have more details from DENR Undersecretary Jonas Leones later in the show. And in Europe, Storm Eowyn brings strong winds and heavy rains in Ireland and the United Kingdom. Let's take a look at the local weather first, with two dominant weather systems affecting the country today. The northeast monsoon that is affecting Luzon will bring cloudy skies and light rains over to the Batanes region. And for the rest of Luzon, you can expect that it will bring partly cloudy skies with isolated light rains. Now, the easterlies, which affect the rest of the country, will cause cloudy skies and scattered rain showers and thunderstorms over the eastern Visayas region, Dinagat Island, Surigao del Norte, and Davao Oriental, as well as Surigao del Sur. For the rest of Visayas and Mindanao, the easterlies will also bring partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms, mainly in the afternoon or evening. As for our sea conditions, gale warning is up in the northern seaboard of northern Luzon, particularly in Batanes and the Babuyan Islands. Mariners in these areas are advised not to venture out to sea, as rough to very rough sea conditions is expected. Meanwhile, light to moderate seas are expected across the country. Mariners are encouraged to make the most of their time on the water while conditions remain favorable, but should stay vigilant and be prepared to take precautions if the weather does change. Now, despite the Amihan season, PAGASA reported the hottest temperatures across the Philippines, with several regions enduring the intense heat. Now, the usually cool northeasterly winds associated with the Amihan were unable to temper the rising temperatures, leading to unusually high readings in many areas. The highest temperature was recorded in Zamboanga City, with a scorching 33.8 degrees Celsius, making it the hottest location of the day. Davao City followed closely with 33.5 degrees Celsius, highlighting the extreme warmth along coastal areas. Now, in Subic, temperatures reached 33.4 degrees Celsius, while San Jose Occidental Mindoro and Catbalogan City Samar weren't far behind with 33.0 degrees Celsius, making for a stifling and humid day in the southern parts of the country. Now, these extreme heat levels pose significant health risks, increasing the chances of discomfort, dehydration, and heat-related illnesses. Residents and travelers in these areas are urged to take extra precautions and to stay hydrated, wear light and breathable clothing, and seek shelter in shaded or air-conditioned spaces, especially during the hottest parts of the day. Now, let's take a closer look at the forecasted temperatures and weather conditions for key cities and provinces across Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, as provided by the Metra Weather System. We go first to the extreme northern Luzon, where we take a look at Basco, where you're going to see cloudy skies with occasional sunshine expected here, with temperatures ranging from 17 to 21 degrees Celsius. For residents in Tuguegarao, Lawag, Vigan, and Dagupan, you can expect sunny weather in these areas, and the northeast monsoon will ease the temperature in these areas. Maximum temperature in the areas we mentioned a while ago could reach up to 28 degrees Celsius over in Lawag. Tuguegarao will have around 26 degrees Celsius. Vigan will have a high of 27, and Dagupan a high of 29 degrees Celsius. In Apari, cloudy skies with rain showers are expected. Temperatures in Apari will range from around 20 to 24 degrees Celsius, while Baguio will have similar weather conditions with a low of 13 degrees and a high of 21. In the central Luzon, as we go further down south, in Casiguran particularly, you can expect cloudy skies with rain showers in that area. However, in Tarlac, Angeles, Subic Bay, Mariveles, and Metro Manila, partly cloudy skies are expected for the entire day. Maximum temperatures in these areas could range between 30 to 32 degrees Celsius, with Tarlac and Subic seeing a high of around 32 degrees Celsius. Metro Manila, on the other hand, will experience a high of 31 degrees Celsius, while Mariveles will top up at 30 degrees Celsius, similar to Angeles City. Meanwhile, in Gapan and in Iba, sunny weather with clear skies is anticipated throughout the day. Hottest conditions are expected to be in the afternoon, with temperatures in Iba and Gapan rising to approximately 30 degrees Celsius. Now let's go on over to the southern part of Luzon. Let's take a look at Tagaytay and Calamba, where pleasant weather with no rain and comfortable temperature is expected. Over in Calamba and Tagaytay, around 28 degrees Celsius being the high over in Calamba, while 24 being the high in Tagaytay. Now let's move on over to Legazpi, Daet, Verac, Coron, Romblon, Sorsogon. For all these areas, you can expect cloudy skies with occasional sunshine throughout the day. Temperature in Romblon, Sorsogon could reach up to 27 degrees Celsius. Legazpi will experience slightly warmer conditions with temperatures rising to around 29 degrees Celsius, while Verac will see temperatures around the 30-degree range. Now, Coron, on the other hand, will have some of the hotter conditions in this region with a high of 30 degrees Celsius expected. Puerto Galera will have mostly cloudy skies with rain showers and possible thunderstorms throughout the day. Temperature there will be at a high of around 27 degrees Celsius over in Puerto Galera. So the cool air and, of course, the rain helping with the temperature over there. Now let's go on over to the Visayas region where cloudy skies with a high likelihood of rain showers are expected over in Metro Cebu, Dumaguete, Tagbilaran, Tacloban, and Catarman throughout the day. Tacloban and Catarman will continue to experience temperatures that could reach as high as 27 degrees Celsius and 28 degrees Celsius, while Metro Cebu and Dumaguete will be slightly warmer than that. Metro Cebu and Dumaguete will have highs of around 30 degrees Celsius, as you can see here with Tagbilaran having the hottest temperatures at around 31 degrees Celsius. That is despite the cloud cover and a bit of rain. Moving on to Boracay, Iloilo, and Bacolod, cloudy conditions will prevail, though there will be the occasional breaks of sunshine, providing brief periods of clear skies. Boracay will have a mild temperature of around 27 degrees Celsius as the high. The low, not quite low, 26 degrees Celsius though. While looking at Iloilo and Bacolod, you can experience warmer conditions there, with the highs reaching 29 to 30 degrees Celsius respectively. Now in Mindanao, Zamboanga, Dipolog, Marawi, Cagayan de Oro, General Santos, Butuan, and Metro Davao, they will all experience rainy conditions. Marawi will see cooler temperatures ranging from around 21 to 25 degrees Celsius, which is typical in the region, making for a mild day with cloudy skies and occasional rain showers to keep the temperature comfortable. Overall, in Cagayan de Oro, though, you're going to experience temperatures of around 24 to 29 degrees Celsius. Now, the day will be warm. The rain may provide some brief relief from the heat, though. In Butuan, you're going to have warmer weather with temperatures rising to around 30 degrees Celsius as the high with a low of 24 degrees Celsius, while General Santos City will experience temperatures between 24 to 31 degrees Celsius over here. Zamboanga, Dipolog, and Metro Davao, all these areas will have hot weather as well, 32 degrees Celsius. That is despite the cloud cover and the rain that they will experience, or it's at least expected to experience. Now let's take a look at the detailed look at the upcoming weather conditions based on Metro Weather. Let's begin with Metro Manila, where tomorrow you can expect partly cloudy skies with temperatures ranging from around 22 to 30 degrees Celsius. On Wednesday and Thursday, cloudy skies will dominate with occasional breaks of sunshine. Temperature will slightly dip though, ranging between 23 to 29 degrees Celsius during those days. Overall, the weather will be relatively mild, but be prepared for some cloud cover throughout the week. 3-day report here coming from the Queen City of the South. Rain will continue over the next 3 days. Expect intermittent showers with cooler temperatures with the highs from 25 to 30 degrees Celsius all throughout the week. Now, if you're in Cebu, make sure to stay prepared for rainy weather. Carry an umbrella, as showers are likely to persist throughout the week. Moving on to Metro Davao, tomorrow will bring partly cloudy skies. However, on Wednesday and Thursday, rain showers will return, bringing wet conditions back to the area. Unfortunately, temperatures will still be relatively warm despite that. Now, tomorrow it will be around 33 degrees Celsius. However, on Wednesday and on Thursday, 32 and 31 degrees Celsius. While there may be some sun on Tuesday as the week goes on, the cloud cover making it a cooler week as the week goes on. Whatever the weather in your area, make sure to plan accordingly for your safety. Now, when we return, we'll have Environment Undersecretary Jonas Leones on the government's plan to effectively address plastic waste in the country. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Watching Weather HQ. I'm Paolo del Rosario. The Department of Environment and Natural Resources recently launched the National Plastic Action Partnership Philippines to help tackle the plastic waste problem. On the phone is Environment Undersecretary Jonas Leones. Magandang umaga po. Thank you very much for joining us.
Hi, magandang umaga, Paolo.
Secretary, obviously the plastic waste is a problem here in the Philippines. In 2016, we generated around 16,000 metric tons. But then in the previous year, 61,000 metric tons was the recorded amount. How big is the plastic waste problem? And is it only getting worse and worse as years go by dito sa bansa po natin?
Yes, that's true. Although this has reached a alarming situation. As we have already generating metric tons of wood every day, and out of this, 140 million such they are is generating. So we now strictly implement two major laws in the Philippines: the Republic Act, which is solid waste, the extended producibility. We hope with these laws we can address plastic generation. Hopefully, we can take at least the national community address for here in the Philippines.
Secretary Jonas, there's a problem with your phone line at the moment. Can we ask you to try and find a better signal? But of course, as you do so, I'll give a quick background first on what is happening, especially with the DENR and of course the newest partnership.
Can we please another line ko, Pao?
Yes.
My smart.
Yes, po. We're going to have our production reach out to you at the moment, po, and we will wait for you to return. But at the moment, for those watching, one of the reasons why we are trying to address this problem here with the DENR is because the DENR has had a relatively new partnership back in late 2023 with the Global Plastic Action Partnership to address the rising plastic problem dito sa Pilipinas. And of course, the reason why we have Undersecretary here is because we want to find out more about the specific action plans in the pipeline with regard to this new partnership and of course how we can address that. We'll have that for you after the break. Keep it here. You're still watching Weather HQ.
You're watching Business 360, where we break down the numbers, connect the dots, and give you the developments and insights you need to navigate, adapt, and lead. World leaders react to Donald Trump's return to the White House. Finance Chief Ralph Recto says that the Philippines could even profit from Trump's new tariff strategy. President Bongbong Marcos doubles down on incentives to supercharge the Philippines' semiconductor industry. That's for Business 360. I'm Mikey Oreta. Keep it here on BNC, the Bilyonaryo news channel, always on top.
At BNC, 12 noon doesn't mean break. We're always ready to give you the latest news. Join Maya Rodriguez, delivering fresh news for you.
Price of diesel will increase by $1.45 per liter. Field of flowers cover the square in front of St. John Church.
Vendors we spoke to here in La Loma say sales are up this year.
News feed at noon, only here on BNC.
Welcome back to Still Watching Weather HQ. We're now joined once again on the line by DENR Undersecretary Jonas Leones. Undersecretary, I think our line is better now.
Yeah, go ahead, Paolo.
Yes, Undersecretary, you were talking about, of course, the plans here of the government a while ago, especially with the impact of plastic waste rising in the Philippines. The Philippines is unfortunately one of the more active producers of plastic waste around the world. Of course, what are the specific action plans in the pipeline, and how will this new partnership in particular will address the problem for plastic waste?
Actually, we have a lot of initiatives, Paolo, to address plastic, because plastic in the Philippines has become an alarming situation. So the government is now partnering with the private sectors to help us address plastic waste generated in the Philippines. You're right when you said that as of now we are generating 61 million tons of plastic every day, and out of which 163 million sachets are generated every day. So with the initiatives coming from the private sector and the government efforts, we hope to address the plastics. No? We are following yung two major laws that we are strictly implementing, the Republic Act 9003 and the Extended Producer Responsibility. And we are also partnering with the international organizations like UNDP. We have countries that we are also helping us address plastic, like the government of Canada and the government of UK, and big private sectors to really address this plastic, because the government cannot really address it alone, but we need support from the different stakeholders here in the Philippines.
Well, you mentioned the different stakeholders, and of course, there has to be a level of accountability with regard to plastic polluters, especially when it is actually a question of economy, considering that a lot of the waste is single-use plastics. How big of a challenge is that, and of course, what can be done to push that type of accountability to address the plastic polluters?
Yeah, very unlike in the previous law that we had, Paolo, like Republic Act 9003. Under this previous law, the private participation and involvements are really not clear. But with the passage of the Extended Producer Responsibility law, this really mandates the private sector to address the plastic waste, specifically those companies or industries that generate plastic. So they welcome the initiatives. In fact, some of the big companies, like if I mentioned, like the Coca-Cola and Nestle, they have been exerting efforts to really address their plastic generation by improving their packaging. And they're doing efforts to promote circularity in their manufacturing or packaging of their plastic waste. And I think a lot of private sectors are already doing the same. In fact, you have mentioned a while ago that we have just launched last week the National Plastic Action Partnership. This is really a platform wherein private sector, academia, government can join hands and have a dialogue to come up with a robust and comprehensive roadmap to address plastic waste.
Undersecretary Jonas, we wish we had more time with you, because we still wanted to talk about all of the plans of the DENR, especially with deforestation as well as their plastic their plastic efforts to curb plastic waste. But unfortunately, we're out of time. Hopefully, we can have you some other time again. Thank you very much for joining us.
Anytime, Paolo. Thank you.
That was DENR Undersecretary Jonas Leones. When we return, we talk about the global weather. Don't go away. Welcome back to Weather HQ. Let's take a look at the global weather. Ireland experienced its strongest wind gusts on Friday as Storm Eowyn struck, with winds reaching 183 kilometers per hour near Galway, breaking the previous record set in 1945. The storm brought heavy winds to Northern Ireland as it moved in from the Atlantic, prompting high alerts for both Ireland and Scotland. Schools were closed and train services were cancelled. In the United Kingdom, Northern Ireland and parts of Scotland were placed under a red warning, with 4.5 million people notified. A footage showed heavy rain and strong winds sweeping through Galway, while powerful seas lashed the island of Jura in Scotland's Inner Hebrides. The Environment Agency also issued warnings of potential flooding in southern and central England. In Reims, France, rising water levels from the St. Martin Canal caused flooding as a result of heavy rains and strong winds from the low-pressure system Herminia. It led to the evacuation from 4 streets near the Isle River. Around 10 homeless individuals, primarily those sleeping under bridges, were relocated to a gymnasium for shelter. The city, working with Red Cross, also opened 2 other gymnasiums to accommodate displaced residents. Now let's check the more detailed weather forecast for Europe based on a metro weather system. In Dublin, Ireland, cloudy skies with persistent rain showers will continue throughout the day. Now temperatures will fluctuate between 1 to 7 degrees Celsius, generating chilly conditions, and you can expect a damp and overcast weather throughout the day over in Dublin. Now in London, Berlin, Madrid, and as well as Lisbon, you can expect similar weather conditions in these areas with overcast skies and rain showers all throughout the day. Now maximum temperatures over in London and Berlin will be a bit similar here, which will range from 7 to 8 degrees Celsius, leading to a cool but wet day. Madrid and Lisbon will also face cloudy weather with intermittent rain showers. Over here in the Iberian, like the other cities, maximum temperatures will remain cool, ranging between 15 to 17 degrees Celsius. Now in Rome and in Paris, cloudy weather expected all throughout the day, but with the occasional breaks of sunshine. Maximum temperatures will range between 12 to 16 degrees Celsius in between Rome and in Paris, compared to the rest of Europe. Geneva will see partly cloudy skies today with no rain expected. It will be a moderately cool day with clouds occasionally breaking up to allow some sunshine to peek through. That is it for Weather HQ today. Join me again tomorrow, whatever the weather, only here on BNC, the Bilyonaryo News Channel. I'm Paolo del Rosario. Have a great morning.